Can I say?
Why do married men live longer?
I've been
real quick.
Wait, TK then Kamara.
Married.
Look, let me. Oh,
my God.
Okay, so I've been saying two things for over a year, and I'm starting that is starting to set in. Okay, I've been saying that there has been a war brewing between old hoes and young women, and now it's showing its face once again.
Facts.
And also, I have been saying that black women are the new white men.
Facts.
They have been holding black men down literally since 2020. Is what
Meanwhile, Shannon Sharpe is getting ran through the ringer by a young
white woman.
A white woman.
So how is this about black
It's not our fault.
Shannon Sharpe ain't never been in no scandal with a young black girl.
Y'all was mad at Shannon
right.
because
He got two white accusers, Jazz. You right. He got two white accusers.
You know what's
So if they were black, would it make a difference?
They wouldn't be black. Black women don't do that.
no, y'all cut the cap. Cut the cap. Y'all cut the cap. Cut the cap, Jazz, because he was caught with Michelle. Michelle was on that thing, a black woman moaning on that thing online. That was a black woman.
But did she sue him?
She ain't, but you said that he wasn't in no black woman in no scandal. No, he got caught on live.
He first of all put himself out there, Kamaya. He put himself out there. He leaked that.
But if it was
that himself, Kamaya,
and then
black
also,
wife, we ain't hear nothing with him with his black wife. He got two white accusers right now. Even Mace said it on.
So how you figure he did that himself?
Child support, like the broad did. Hold on, Kamaya, like the broad did with that basketball player. They put him on child support. They not doing all of that, and y'all know it. Come on now.
Like,
y'all should
ain't
just.
nobody doing nothing to Shannon Sharpe but
Are y'all saying that white women
should have had an NDA? That's his own fault.
At the end of the day,
Y'all
wait.
a man of Shannon Sharpe's
just get a
caliber.
new slogan.
At the end of the
Just
day,
get a whole new slogan.
you
You know how like
right
you
now.
know how like the clothing lines would be like.
Why are you bringing up black women right now? Why are we talking about anything to do with this?
We really don't have nothing to do with this.
Black women have nothing to do with why Shannon Sharpe is in the.
Well, if she was black, y'all wouldn't even care though.
But wait
it wouldn't have happened if she was black.
No. How many brothers? You know how many do?
Shut the fuck up.
Hold on. We gotta do one mic. Let me go first. Hold on. Let's stick on
2K was supposed to go.
Stick on topic.
Black women don't even want to talk on this panel unless it's talking negatively about a man.
No,
that's not true.
No, ladies, don't fall for
crazy.
Hey, man. Don't fall for it. Let's do one mic. Let's not let Anton and 2K shift this into a black women thing.
That's what that's not what we're talking about.
Because we all know the black woman would have took the 10 milli. Actually, the black woman wouldn't even. The black
woman still would have extorted him.
But my thing is, where's the smoke?
The black woman would have kept taking that 250.
Kelly, let Kelly go, and then Kamar.
The black chick would have took the 2,500 a month and been quiet. Because that's what he was breaking off over. That's what the black chick would have did. And if he got the girl pregnant, she would have put him on child support.
Y'all didn't stop talking since y'all got free. Y'all still.
You said 2,500.
That's what he was. That's what he was giving her a month.
And that's the reason why he's in this situation.
Put yourself in the same position as Shannon Sharpe.
You black
You have put yourself in the position.
In case
he did put himself because he could have easily had an NDA.
Hold on, Jazz. Hold on, y'all.
Wait. Ty, let Kamaya go, and then Ty can go. Kamaya be waiting. Kamaya,
black women. You included. Black women killing black men since 1956.
That's a lie. That's a
You fucking damn well black men be killing all the black women.
Meanwhile, the white woman's tears
black women splitting men up since 1972.
You falling for it, Jazz? Don't fall for it.
Jazz slower than a turtle swimming.
The only reason we got hooked on heroin because it came from the hands and gave it to a black woman, gave it right to us.
Let Kamaya go.
Please let me go. Look, let me cook. Let me cook.
Hold on. We came home from the war. We came home from the war.
Wait, Anton, let me cook.
Instead of making argument,
I got you.
We gotta do one mic. Hold on.
Cuddy was taking care of our daughters while we.
Don't speak on nobody. Just be quiet.
Go ahead. Y'all stop following.
We had it together with the Black Panthers until the women joined it.
Jazz
when the women joined Black Panthers, that's what happened. That's what destroyed.
Well, Jazz, you can always make an argument instead of name calling.
Y'all let Kamaya go. Wait, hold on. Go ahead, Kamaya. We gotta do
I need the cap to stop. I need all this capping. I need all this capping about Black women to stop.
One mic. All jokes
y'all,
aside.
please cut the cap with these Black women would never do this and all that. Baby, Black women have done it all and do even more. What you mean? Okay, hold on.
Name the Black chick that extorted a Black man.
Hold on. Wait a minute. What you mean name one? I'm gonna talk about the whole entire culture real quick. The whole culture. Let's talk about it. Whenever the white women came and knocked on these Black women doors that the Black women were married at and told them, hey, come join this movement because our white tails is getting beat by our white husbands and we need y'all support so we could be able to go and vote. Let's talk about it. Whenever they brought them into Planned Parenthood, where they started killing off all of their own children, whenever they started leaving their own husbands and started putting them on child support and started going to welfare, let's talk about it. All these one Black woman, one Black woman, Black women always want more whenever they don't even know how to just shut up and listen.
Girl, so that ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea and
it has everything to do with how Black women don't know how to just stop and get what they need and move on. They want more and more and more and more. And y'all want to get mad when somebody's saying, hey, accountability. Oh no, this ain't about a Black woman and da-da-da-da. Baby, listen, Black women, it has everything to do with it because these white women wouldn't be coming in with these Black men if these Black women would be holding it down for them the right way and actually shut up whenever they need to shut up and listen to what he got to say whenever he's trying to express himself and open up. And look, 2K, thank you, 2K, thank you. Somebody hear me, okay? Don't come tell me about no Black women ain't no doing this and doing that. I see it all time and time again. I am literally a Black sheep where I literally don't even have nobody on child support. You understand me? But yet I'm sitting here watching, oh my, I got this one on child support. I'm getting 3,000. I'm about to go ask for some more. I'm about to get 10,000. I'm about to get this and I'm about to get that. Trust me, Black women, they do more than enough. Please sit down and cut the cap. That's all I'm saying.
So about the subject,
that was very loud and
down to Shannon Sharpe, right?
I don't know where you got that from.
When it comes down to Shannon Sharpe, it's a social construct thing. There are groups, age limit groups that construct themselves on their own organically. You're not going to be in the same rooms in the 30 and 50-year-old range to run into an 18-year-old girl and have a relationship that develops organically. It doesn't happen because she's not interested in you in that manner. She's going to be interested in you in something that you can provide for her. And if you understand that dynamic, because you're older than her, because you have light years ahead of her in mentality, then you would not put yourself in that position. Anton, would you put yourself in that position?
No, this don't have nothing to do with me.
It's not. It doesn't matter. It's not about.
It does matter because I'm speaking in general.
Right?
I'm speaking in general. I spoke to your hypothetical.
In general,
I answered it, and I'm not. And now I'm adding the context. It
It
has nothing to do with. Oh, listen.
It does have everything to do with it.
It doesn't. How does this have anything to do with me?
Q, let me
let's take it away from you then, because you were talking about when it comes down to, dynamics between younger girls and older men and how it plays into that. You subscribe to that because you're advocating for it. You're saying
I've been for years saying that I am not interested even a little bit.
Women are not going against Shannon Sharpe because he dated a young girl.
No. Just because I'm speaking objectively does not mean that that's what I'm interested in. I am on record literally way before this for the last 7, 8, 9 years saying that I am not interested in even having a conversation with a woman that's younger than me. So this don't have nothing to do with me.
So then
just because I'm speaking about the hypocrisy of what I see in society does not mean I'm not under child support, but that don't mean that I don't advocate for updating family court laws. I don't have this, just because I don't have those problems doesn't mean that I can't advocate for the thing that's right or hold people accountable.
Wait a minute now. But you're talking about what's right. Hold on. You're talking right? You're talking about what's right. You're talking about your perspective about what's right, which are correlated, right? So then when you use your platform to talk about Shannon Sharpe because he's a popular topic, you say, well, women this and women that and women this, but he's within your age realm. Why not hold him accountable? Yes, he is.
No, he's not. He's 13 years older than me.
It's 40 to 50,
43 and 56 is a big difference.
Okay. What I'm saying is, as a mature adult man, you would say that you wouldn't be with a 19-year-old woman, right? Because your mind, you just said your mindset is in a whole different realm than her. So to not say that.
What does that have to do with this with being hypocritical?
How's that hypocritical?
The hypocritical part is that women are not held accountable for the same things that they're getting.
This is not about women, but this is about Shannon. Shannon's the popular.
It's not about Shannon. It's about the court of public opinion and our cultural norms. And what we've seen,
let's talk about cultural norms.
And what we've seen is that culturally, you guys, women, especially when you are in your 20s and you were some hot little toddies, you guys aren't even interested in the guys that are y'all age. So two things can be true at the same time, right? On one hand, you can say a lot of guys, older guys, are interested in younger women. And why? You can ask that question. But the question that we don't ask ourselves, because we just give y'all a pass every single day, which is the whole reason why it's hypocritical, is why do you guys want men that's at the finish line? Because you know that it's not men that's 21, 22, 23 years old, that is your age, that can actually provide for you, that fulfills all of the things that you say that women want. Why don't you guys go for the guys that like y'all, that's y'all age?
Because they want money.
He asking me. Majority of the women go for men that are above their age range because they are more financially stable. We can all
that makes it hypocritical.
Hold on, I'm not done. We can all agree to that. But if you understand that majority of those women go for men because of their assets, why put yourself in a position when she's going to target your assets?
I'll answer that question. That same logic can be applicable to women that's my age too. Because I know that
stay focused, Anton.
Double standard.
Why would you
don't stop me from answering my question, because we were having a good conversation. We were having a good conversation. The point is that most men understand, especially that got resources, that they are a target from women that are their age and women that's not their age. Perfect example is looking at the woman that just finessed Anthony Edwards. Perfect example is looking at a Drea that is my age, 40 plus, that just finessed Jalen Green, that's 21 years old.
Okay.
And they are finessing no matter what. So it's not age specific. The mindset of a woman is that to finesse, regardless of whether or not they 21 or 41, is my point.
Anton,
so you're no different than the women that you're competing against that's 20 years your junior. The point is that y'all just can't compete. And so that's when you get mad at a Shannon Sharpe. When you were 21, no. Let's really have a conversation. When you were her age, you were going for men that you should have never been talking to in the first place. We seen it all the way in high school. When we were in high school, there were women that went after dudes that was not in fucking high school. And they would not talk to guys that they age. They would dress out of control. They would put on makeup that they're not supposed to wear. They would be in spaces that they're not supposed to be in, and they would be driving off with niggas that they're not supposed to be with. So if you telling me at 14, 15, 16, 17 years old that these women were doing this, don't fucking have no conversation without holding these people accountable. And let me tell you another thing, y'all mamas encouraged it. Y'all mamas, no. Let's have a conversation. Y'all mamas encouraged
we gotta address one point at a time. We gotta address one point at a time.
23-year-old, when y'all did the same shit when y'all was 14, 15, and 16 years old, y'all always had older boyfriends. Always.
Okay, so
that's the hypocritical part.
All right.
And it's an amalgamation of things.
Wait, y'all,
I acknowledge that you said. Now, what I'll say is, between men and women, we always speak about a double standard, right? genders have different standards. So when men want to be leaders, when men get to choose the women that they get to be with, when men have the choice and the pick of the crop, and then you decide to go get with this woman or that woman or this woman or that woman, be held accountable for whatever happens once you choose that woman.
We are held accountable.
So why are you trying to hold a woman accountable?
The hypocritical part, listen, Ty, this is what you're missing. We are always held accountable. That is why you see Shannon Sharpe getting fleeced for $50 million.
As he should.
Cool. What I'm asking you guys, what I'm asking you guys is, at what point will any woman be held accountable?
It won't.
I hold women accountable in many contexts.
Accountability is like kryptonite to y'all.
Right, but my platform is all about accountability. My platform is all about
okay, name me a woman.
I will say,
name me a woman.
This is so
name me a woman that has been held accountable for talking to a younger guy.
Dre Michelle, I called her a whore.
No. Name calling is not the same as $50 million.
The basketball player.
No. Name calling is not the same
Brittany
as
Renner.
How is she held accountable?
Wait, how do you want us to hold these women we don't encounter accountable?
The same way you doing.
What do you mean? You just said that Shannon Sharpe is being held accountable. He's losing his sponsorships. He's getting sued for $50 million. He have to defend himself. Jay-Z got accused by a chick that hold on. Jay-Z got accused by a chick that never even been in the same room as this nigga. And I seen women on this panel, some that are still here right now, that was saying that this motherfucker is guilty and he need to be thrown under the bus.
It was
men by default, whether they're guilty or they're innocent, they are always held accountable. What I'm asking is to give me an example of a woman that got held accountable in the same way.
I'm not saying I don't have an example for you. What I will say,
because it doesn't happen.
Because it don't happen.
That's fine.
You can't find one.
We seen John over out without staying.
What I will say is the women don't have the same assets as the men do. So whatever would be taken from them, they don't have it to give. The thing is, the thought process behind somebody who owns more should be a more intricate thought process, right?
Right. They have because they have more to lose. They have more to lose.
These women are promiscuous. And that's what they're known for.
Hold on, wait. You just saying they got more to lose because you're using these big people as an example.
I'm using regular
motherfuckers every single day. Regular everyday guys. They lose their jobs. They lose their status in society just off of an accusation.
They chose them.
Just off of an accusation. Just off of an accusation. Men lose everything. I seen motherfuckers during the Me Too. Do you know that we had to change our whole corporate policy that a man could not even have a meeting with another woman unless he had another woman with him in an open door in order to even have a conversation, because they were losing their jobs without any kind of evidence, just based off of the accusations, which substantiates my point again. Men by default, and these are regular everyday guys. These are not the richest of the rich. These are guys in corporate America. These is guys that's going into the warehouse. These is guys every single day. We seen fucking Joy Taylor in a lawsuit saying that she would Me Too a motherfucker in order to be able to keep her job. And this bitch just dropped another episode on her podcast.
Okay.
And
women are not held accountable.
Wait, so who owns her?
Ever.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Ever.
Who
owns somebody go out and let me know when I can go next.
Until we change it, I don't want to hear shit from women, especially these old hags that don't have no kind of vested interest in it, because ain't nobody checking for them in the first place.
Why should women hold these women? Go ahead.
We shifted. This is where I don't get. We never said not hold these hoes accountable.
We didn't.
We called the Dre and Michelle's, the school teacher predators. This conversation has shifted. How is it that Shannon Sharpe was fucking with a 19-year-old, a white 19-year-old, and now it's shifted to Black women not holding these hoes accountable?
It shifted to the hypocrisy of y'all wanting to burn this guy at the stake. First of all, he didn't do anything illegal.
Anton, we're not talking about hypocrisy.
It is hypocrisy.
No. Our next topic can be about hypocrisy. We can go ahead into your segment, whatever you're talking about, because we don't disagree what you're talking about.
No,
it's shifting the whole conversation.
Well, how don't they disagree? I see a bunch of women disagreeing.
No, because we weren't talking about that. We were talking about Shannon Sharpe dating younger. That's what we're talking about. Then we can talk
what
about
I'm saying is the same thing that we're talking about Shannon Sharpe dating younger.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, how can you say that it's wrong when I never see any woman that dates younger or older get held accountable for it?